What's good, everybody, and welcome to episode number 35 of the Royal Roundtable podcast. How are you guys doing this week? Hopefully it is good. Before we get into today's festivities, we have a guest here as well. Make sure you rate the podcast on whatever streaming platform you're listening to us on. Make sure on the YouTube side of things, you leave a like or a comment. And thank you so much for the support, continuous support. Remember, we have about 3 or 4 more weeks until the end of this season, and or probably, I don't know. But with that being said, introduce yourself.
That's me. That's my cue. I understand.
That's all you.
Hey, guys. My name's ShadyPenguinn. People call me Shady online, and I am here. I am a content creator in the space since 2014, full-time, 2013 since not full-time. I know, dude. Just saying that. Feel old, man. Old.
What you know about old?
Boomers.
I know 301 plus. I feel like I know old.
Nick, you boomers. Couldn't be me.
It's been that long, dude.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, Shady's a longtime friend. At this point, 2013?
Yeah, probably 2013, 2014.
Going into everything. Jesus Christ. Wow. We'll get into that later.
Yeah.
And then we have my usual suspects, my amazing co-host. Everybody say hi. How y'all
What's
doing,
poppin',
man?
people? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Dog, I promise you, Yoku, you're supposed to help. You're supposed to be a part of the
I wasn't gonna, everybody else was talking, I wanted to be polite, let them talk first.
Why? We're just
All
saying
we said
hello,
was
bro.
They said hi.
Yeah. Hi, how you guys doing today? My name's Yoku. See how that works?
It's not
I
the
can just
Yoku
introduce
podcast,
myself
bro. Just say
afterwards, Bro, Mikey, relax, all right? Relax, Mikey.
I just want
I know me and you don't get along, bro. I'm just trying to be just like you.
Y'all
all
are
right?
fake beefing. It's fake beef. Stop
Who's fake beefing?
it.
All right,
way to end
it's just
the
Mikey.
season.
It's just Mikey.
It's
Mikey.
just not me,
It's always Mikey.
Listen,
bro.
Yo, you got
I
some
don't know.
Scooby snacks?
It might be shy. It might be shy too.
What the
we
hell?
on you. We on you, dog. You've been a trip this entire season so far. So I don't know what it
Me?
is. Yes.
No, I haven't done anything, bro. I'm the life of the
Anywho.
party.
How is
That's
everybody's
the party.
week been? How is everybody's mental health? How's everybody feeling or whatever? Wait a minute. Wait. Shady, congratulations on the third child.
Woo! Yeah, I did.
We're number 3, nice.
Wait, you have
Kids
3
around here
kids
too?
now?
No.
Now you know why I said I feel old. All right? That's
Nah, you're just like Mikey now.
Kids don't act
Just like Mikey.
You got
I am the black
kids.
Shady. That's
You've
crazy.
been around for a long time.
Wait a minute.
Like, what is really going on? Soon, you'll just
Yeah.
have dust in your beard.
3 children.
Cobwebs.
When is all this happening? I've been out of the loop.
There's another human being in 8 days. 8 days.
8
Whoa.
days?
Wow.
8 days from today. So
That's
I have a
Crazy.
question,
Yo.
and it has to be asked. Are you done?
Is this your last one?
No.
so it's like,
no.
No.
my friends joke about it like this, right? So I keep ordering pizzas and I don't even finish the pizza. So I want to see what this pizza tastes like. And as long as it doesn't make me sick, I'll probably order another one.
Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
That is fire. I
love it.
That is one of the most unique ways. What the hell?
I love it.
Yeah.
The answer is no for the people that didn't get it.
So it's funny when I first told my friends for this baby specifically. I sent a voice message to our group chat and I was like, "Hey guys, can I place an order for pickup? Yeah, I'll take one pepperoni pie, or I guess I don't really know when we get bell peppers. I don't know, but I'll take it for 6 months from now. Yeah. No, I know I still have 2 more pizzas, but I'll take another. And they got it. I'm having
They
a third.
got it. Oh,
yeah.
Yo,
And
that's
I will.
fire.
As long my wife, she loves being a mom. It is her passion. It is literally what she was designed to do. So I can't tell her no when it comes to making babies because that's just how it goes.
100%.
She's just like,
100%.
you can't say no because I want another one.
Yeah,
Another one.
So I have put a hard soft limit on 4, and I said as long as we're in New York, we can't have more than 4 because it's literally just
It's crazy.
Yeah.
and economically stupid. So
Do you feel like you'll be moving away anytime soon, or later in the future if you do have more kids?
I think that
Would you
there's
is probably the better question.
Yeah, I think we will. It really is just tough, man, because you wanna stay close to family and what you've known, but man, New York is stupid expensive. It's it doesn't make any sense.
It's only getting worse.
That's the problem, right? It's only getting worse, and I guess my future anxiety, when I think about the future, I think that there's no shot my kids can make a life for themselves here. Like they would have to literally, strike gold. And I feel like setting up our roots here is just making my kids' lives harder in the future. Because then they have to come to the decision, okay, am I going to move away from mom and dad? Like,
Right.
so that I can do something. But if we go somewhere that's like relatively more affordable and they can build a normal life for themselves, whatever that looks like right now in this country, then there's a chance they won't all disperse. Right. Otherwise, there's a good chance like someone's going to Florida, someone's going to Seattle, someone,
Heaven forbid they go to Florida, man.
Yo, that's
I know, dude. I don't want Wesley to be a Florida man.
I was gonna say, I mean, you could start like you could start like a new base of operations for the family if you move away,
Exactly.
and then
Man,
just
y'all
be
could
like,
all
you
go
all
to
stay
Ecuador.
here.
I like that
Listen,
idea.
oh,
Yeah, did y'all see the places there? Them things look nice and they're affordable. Like a 4-bedroom is like $2,200.
Wait, where is this?
Ecuador.
Okay.
that's
not
crazy.
bad.
While it's in the apartment, everything looks nice, and then you get a view of the beach and the ocean, and you can have like dogs and everything. You can even buy it out if you want to. I might have to move to Ecuador. Have kids.
I'm
start
really just
family.
looking at these, and this looks crazy.
I still want
This
Colorado.
is hella cheap. This is hella cheap. This is
I
hella
just
cheap.
want to
to
be
me.
in
See, I'm
Colorado.
saying.
man.
Why
It's hella
Colorado?
cheap.
What's in Colorado for you?
So all
Absolutely
right,
fucking nothing.
Weed.
that's not true. No,
What's in
no,
Colorado?
because I don't smoke.
Absolutely
So
fucking nothing.
You will.
one, I really
I
want to go
would.
snowboarding. Okay, yeah, I probably would
You
because
don't
it's like
even
legal there.
snowboard,
But
bro. You're about to fall
no.
on your face
Listen,
in
Shy,
the
I
snow.
definitely
You're so
longboard.
embarrassing.
Relax.
Picking
Can I
up
speak?
hobbies
Can I
that-
speak?
picking
Can I
up
speak?
random
Can I not get attacked?
hobbies.
Can I not get attacked? Can I not get attacked? Hello?
No, but I can't lie. We've almost planned like 2 Colorado trips, and Yoku's been at like the first. Yes, let's go.
Yeah,
Why?
because
I
like
wanna go
it's
snowboarding.
bro, it's pretty as hell. It's snow out there, the mountains, so you can go hiking if you want to. The trail riding or biking or just walking.
You don't hike, but go on.
Shy, get out of my life. Anyway,
Where do you live?
so I am in Houston, so
Okay.
there's nothing to do as far as the things that are in Colorado. If I
And
go
that's
on
what
a
I'm
trail,
you
saying.
have,
He's
like,
picking
there's
up
nothing
hobbies
there.
that he's just never
It's-
done because they're
Shy,
not
I
down
haven't
there.
always
Bro.
been.
He's
Listen, I
trying
haven't
to,
always been in Houston. I've been in like 3 or 4 other states that I've lived in because of college. But I've gone hiking, I've gone mountain biking, I've
I
gone
don't
trail
believe
riding.
you.
You don't have to
I
believe
feel
it.
like if you go hiking,
I've done
I'll pull my
you were
longboard
going
over
to
here
get
right now.
attacked by a mountain cat, and you were not
Probably
winning.
and that might be the end of Yoku. Like, congratulations. I don't know. Mountain
Bro, he's
cat
trying to go to
wins.
Colorado. He's gonna get eaten.
I would love to do it. I still want to do a Colorado trip.
I want to do a
snowboard.
Colorado trip.
I want to
man.
try it. I just want to try it. Just want to try it one
Yes.
time, and then we can go. We can
It's
go
just
back
pretty.
home.
It's
fine.
real calm. It's peaceful. Like the only
How do
thing
you
that
know
Colorado
that?
doesn't have, because I have family in Colorado. The only thing that Colorado doesn't have is a strong FGC. That's it. There's no other negative that I have if I were to like go to Colorado.
And it's too much
Besides-
money
Make
to
it
start up
yourself.
that.
It shouldn't even be a negative. Just be like, oh, I'm about to
Okay,
make this FGC thing.
making it myself is not the same thing as like already existing though. You know?
I mean,
That's
You
a
can
lot.
establish it. You can run it your own way. What the fuck?
Yeah,
No,
yeah, I'm
I'd
not against-
I'd
don't get me
rather
wrong.
not conform to somebody else's rules when I can make it myself.
well, I mean,
You don't
FGC
conform to
has
some
their own
of an
rules
FGC.
anyway.
Yeah, like I can't just make my own thing. Like,
Nar.
all right, no holds barred FGC here in Colorado.
I was gonna say because I mean Shady, he's probably the only person here that has like some type of like business startup thing when it comes to like gaming, like little facilities and stuff like that. Anyway, so it's like I'm pretty sure he can tell you how much money that goes into starting something like that. Anyway,
Oh, did my net just
Did
die?
we
It just
die?
crashed. The Discord just crashed.
what just happened?
Okay, but we're good now, right?
What
Good.
just
Hello,
happened?
are
Are
we
we
okay?
what the
Are we good?
hell?
I don't know
Yo,
what you
Discord
just
just
did,
got
but
stuck by
I
lightning.
want you not
You
to
spoke
die.
of the dark past that I have with business, and you just killed Discord.
I was just gonna say he'll probably tell you how much money it is to start up something like that.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's a pretty insurmountable amount of money depending on what you want to do. I didn't even know Houston has a good scene, like a good FGC scene.
Yeah, we have a really strong anime FGC scene.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, I guess it makes sense because Funimation is in Texas as well, so I think it kind of bleeds throughout the whole, like anime
area.
bleeds throughout the bleeds throughout the state.
But I mean,
That's cool.
it's on brand for Yoku, you know.
It
It's
is.
money. So like,
Is it?
I want you to get up out your chair and show the people what kind of chair you got.
That's a gift.
That's a
Ain't that
gift.
I
Oh,
don't care.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Ioku
He
like
was
low
gonna buy
key
it
rich.
if it wasn't a gift.
Ioku low key rich though. He
Bro,
was
no.
gonna save up
The
to
rich-
get that. He was gonna save
I
to get that
was.
exact same
That's
chair.
exactly what
I
I'm
was.
saying. He was going to
But-
buy that chair if it
But
wasn't.
listen, I
given
got
to him,
$2.37 in
like,
my bank account right now.
I don't wanna hear that
Rich
shit.
boy days are
Stop.
over.
Don't
I don't
stop.
wanna
I
hear
don't
that.
even have that.
You're starting up a
Rich
job
boy
soon.
days are over. You know what's funny fact? It's not fun. Cool fact. I went to go shoot a wedding yesterday. It was the first time that I'd done any kind of videography work
was
outside
that?
of like YouTube. It was really fun. We shot for a Kevin and Lindsay, and or Nick and Lindsay. My bad. Kevin was a brother. Nick and Lindsay, and they were really like friendly
Like we
and
know them.
whatnot. They were. It's just like it was different for me because I don't like weddings because they're long as fuck, and so like I don't want to be there all day. And ironically, I was there all day. We left at 12. I didn't get home until 2 a.m.
Well, that's because you were doing shit. I
Yeah,
know
I was doing
I
all
don't
the
like
work,
weddings, but at my wedding, I was good because like
Yeah,
I
it's
was
fun.
the center
It's
of
definitely
attention.
fun. Yeah, it was definitely fun. But-
Y'all had
Do
weddings
you
out
see
here?
that being like a new
Must be nice.
like venture for you, like
Probably.
freelance photography?
So it was $200 for a day of work, and
Okay.
they only have like gigs. Not only, but 9 times out of 10, weddings are always done on weekends.
Oh, they
So
finessed you.
bare minimum, that's $600 a weekend, or $600 a week, and that's coming from me as like an entry level shooting video. They also need video editors, which I do that anyway, and that's $300 minimum depending on the size of the video. So I'm like, you just give me all that and I'll do it. So my guy that got me the gig in the first place, he's got another gig today, and then Monday he goes up to the office to drop off all the SD cards and the equipment and stuff like that. And so he'll go over everything because he's the one that told them, hey, I got a guy that does this stuff. Can I bring him on? And they're like, yeah, let's test this out and do that and that and that. So
That's a big
hopefully
ass
they
dub.
like it.
Okay.
Yeah. Like
well,
if they
before
like
you
it, I'm in there.
before
I like
you go
that.
up there, you need to watch some videos on color grading. As a matter of
Yeah.
fact, yeah, do that before you do anything else because editing gaming videos and editing real life videos are two totally different things.
Yeah.
And you're going to need to learn color grading for that.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
That's definitely something PG would tell you if he was here.
Okay. Yo,
Well,
bring him on too.
And how's everybody else's week? How's everybody else's been? You know, mentally, how y'all doing, bro? Before we get into all the one topic that we have and whatever we're talking
Broke
about
but
afterwards.
alive.
I'm doing pretty good to start off. I streamed yesterday. It's probably one of the funnest streams I've had since Genshin first came out. I was doing fight cage streams.
Into that like new Mugen or whatever.
No, it's literally
old.
it's an online emulation setup for arcade games. So anything that you can think of, Marvel
You like
vs.
Marvel 3?
Capcom, Marvel,
Darkstalkers.
anything that was actually like in the arcade. So
Wow.
it's all
Batman.
emulation setups, but they got it set up so you can spectate matches and all that kind of stuff. And that's what we were pretty much doing. We were spectating matches all night, and I was commentating. And like, this is the first time I've ever commentated, and I thought I did a pretty good job. Not gonna lie.
fun?
Okay,
That's awesome.
It was
come
really
on,
fun.
Commentator.
It was really fun.
What'd you say, Shy?
I said, come on, commentator.
Ah, okay.
Commentator the Mikey J. You know what I'm saying?
Mikey J or commentator empty
Commentator
clips.
empty clips.
All right.
Yo,
That's a good
Panda
episode,
Global
guys.
Mikey.
We will see you guys next week.
What's wrong with you?
that was
Thanks for
quick.
having me.
wrong with
Appreciate
you?
it. It
That
was
was
great.
quick.
Good.
Thank you for having us, Shady. Appreciate
Yeah,
you.
it's good. It's a good time.
That's crazy. Shady only said like a few words and now it's over.
That's it.
Man.
You know what?
What
I
about
just outta
what about
here.
you, Shy?
Been working my new job. It's been nice, been cool. You know, I
Nice,
really
nice.
like it. It's a lot better than where I was working. I'm very happy.
The old spot.
Hours, yeah. And the hours are just very nice. I do what I do in the morning, go from like 3 to 6, come home, chill out, relax, and be on my way and do it all over again. So it's really nice.
Wait, so it's 3 to 6
Mm-hmm.
every day?
every day. 3
That's
p.m.
hot.
PM?
3 p.m.
PM.
to 6 p.m.
Oh,
That's
PM.
hot.
Okay.
That's
It's a
hot.
bank.
You'll wake
So,
up. You'll
yeah.
wake up, boom out of stream, get ready or whatever. Take a nap if need be. Wake up, it's time to go to work. Boom, boom, boom. Come right back. It's dinner time. You could still get a stream in, play some games, go to sleep, repeat. That's fire. That's
I like
fire.
that.
It's really nice.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't have to. They gave us key cards. I'm so happy because we used to manually have to like lock down a building at my old bank. I'm so happy we don't have keys. People used to lose them shits, and I was like, damn, couldn't be me though.
Y'all
I never
easy.
did.
card.
Y'all
I got a key
easy.
card. Sorry, But it's really nice. I really like it, and I only have like an hour of lobby time, so I don't have to really talk to people too much. It's 2 minutes from my house, so it's really cool. What else? I've been playing Final Fantasy, and I'm caught up. I look. Before y'all shake y'all heads and look at me like that, I told Afro before, so they think I'm talking to a guy for this game. And I did tell Afro I was going to give it one last hoorah.
The guy or the game?
No, neither. Okay, so I play in the game to give it one last, shot.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where, things are starting to let up. I'm almost done with Realm Reborn. It's nice.
And you going through that jam?
Yeah, I'm almost done. That shit's so boring.
How long have you been? Yeah, they everybody says the first story is tough.
Fucking boring.
I hate Realm Reborn. I hate it. Everything after that is great, but I hate it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I watch other people play the other expansions, and I'm just like, oh, this is interesting. This is after Realm Reborn, and they're like, this is far after. I'm like, okay, let me just.
I might have to just play it solo, because everybody that was supposed to play together.
You're not gonna play it, but that's what I did. I played it solo.
I might play it because how many times have we sat here and said, oh yeah, let's play a game, waited for everybody, nothing happens. Like, you know what, I'll just get it.
If it comes to MMOs, I play by myself. Fantasy Star by myself.
If Shy didn't play by herself, we would have had the 4-party right here. You don't need an 8-man until you get to the end of AR.
Ooh, I know you're not talking about me.
Mikey, you would have played, bro.
Mikey said he was gonna play though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mikey would have played.
I was going to play if Ham plays. That's
the
only thing.
We don't need Ham to play the game.
If Afro plays Fantasy Star, that was the deal. I was there for that.
Ham isn't playing the game, bro.
But yeah, I made it up to that, and then I'm talking to a new guy. He's really sweet.
Yeah,
really, really nerdy. Yo, can I tell y'all? Yoku's been in my DMs. I played one thing. You doing it for him? Yo, he must be a Oilers spoiler.
You are annoying.
Bro. Because listen.
I was like, who is he?
She came into my stream, right, and she was like, "All right, yeah, I'm doing whatever," and then she was gonna dip, and we ended up talking about something. She started asking about Final Fantasy, and I was like, "Time out, Final Fantasy? You playing Final Fantasy?" And she was all like, "Relax. I'm at this part. I just need to know this." So I'm like, let me just DM you like the stuff, right? How to go and get the white mage thing or whatever. So I send her the quest. I send her where she's got to go. And then that lays in something else. And she's like, yeah, so insert guy here. And I'm playing this game because him. And I'm like,
stop.
Oh, okay.
Stop. So I hit him up one day and I asked him, I was like, hey, I got a question. How good is
you talking about Genshin Impact?
Shogun?
That's what it was.
I was like, how good is Raiden Shogun?
You're playing Genshin Impact.
You're playing Genshin for this guy.
Yo, I've been playing Genshin on my phone. I've been playing Genshin on my phone.
Yes, sir. That's where it started. My bad. It started for Genshin with the guy, and then I saw her playing Final Fantasy. Then I DM'd her,
bro,
and I'm like, you on Final Fantasy now?
Next, Shady, how you been? How you feeling?
Listen, I'm not gonna get mad at anyone for playing Genshin. All right, not that I play anymore, but Genshin's great. You click some buttons, you pull some people.
It's a good game. It's just
it's honestly a good game. It's just expensive.
It's cute.
Hella
company.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about y'all. I really don't be grinding anything. I literally had my first pull and I pulled out Raiden and I was like, oh great. Yeah. It looks like I don't have to spend any money, and that was all free.
You know the greatest part about you pulling Raiden in the beginning of the game?
Yeah, what?
You will never be able to build her until you get to the end of the game. Because all her materials are at the end.
It's cool because I'm already there.
Yeah. You made it to Inazuma? You're in Inazuma already?
I'm already done.
Okay, say less.
When did you start?
It doesn't matter when I started.
Well, wait a minute. It's fine because you're playing this for that guy, so that's why you're already done.
I've actually been playing it way before I met him. I was playing way before I met him. But I just picked up where I left off.
Okay.
So,
all right.
Okay,
that's good. I'm doing well since you asked. This week, obviously, just getting ready for baby number 3. But I learned. Okay, I got knowledge that I learned this week that has drastically helped my mental health because past few months have been pretty rough mentally for me, and I learned something this week that was just eye-opening. And it was essentially the video or I think it was a book I was reading. The book I was reading, essentially the message they gave across is that if you allow your gratitude to be higher than your expectations, that is the first way to find peace with yourself. So like when you go into your day and you're expecting to crush it, you're expecting to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. For me, what I do now is before I do that, I see the things that I have that I'm grateful for, and I literally write them down. And then I like, if I can only come up with like 10 things I'm grateful for that are really standing out that day, I'm only going to expect 5 things from that day. Like I'm going to cut that list in half.
Okay.
So I just want to if you make sure that the things you're already grateful for, like a new job, having a key card, stuff like that, like things that do impact your day and reduce annoyances, like trying to find those things and be grateful for them.
Yeah.
It makes it so that like, I don't know. I think that expectation. So I've always known, or I've known for a few years now, that comparison is like the thief of joy. Like that is something I completely believe. When you compare yourself to the people, you're not happy. It doesn't matter if you're comparing yourself to someone that you're better than, because when you allow yourself to do that, you know that someone else is doing it to you. Like you already believe that, even if it's subconscious. So comparison and expectation are 2 of the worst things mentally. And the best part is that social media makes both of those things amplify
very
5,000 times
in your face.
Yep. Yeah. So,
ironically, we've been talking about leaving social media, me and Nick, for like
I did it.
a good little bit.
I did it for like a week. I came back, saw that nothing really changed, and I was like, okay, cool. I've stopped the habit of being on there as much as I was when I wasn't doing it at all, and I substituted that for like actually, I don't know, recording another video or going outside, go to the gym or whatever, go for a walk. I've like that downtime that I normally had to be on Twitter or something. I just get up.
Yep. Yeah, that's good.
And it's helped.
It definitely helps, and it's like because you're now no longer feeding your brain that stream of nonsense. Honestly, of like what you said, like nothing that's really adding value to your day. That's like the big thing that this week, it's so funny that I'm on the podcast this week. This week has been such honestly a pretty big turning point for me mentally in terms of career, family life, personal life and stuff. Because like, not that as content creators, we have an issue where we feel like every moment of the day we need to have value, as in like profit. Yes. Yeah, we need to be profiting. If you can't justify your time via growth or money, like whether it's more viewers or whatever, more hours logged, then you feel like garbage.
Yes.
But something that I learned this week was such a good question to ask is that in terms of your goals, so whether it's career driven, hobby driven, it doesn't matter. But if you could only spend 2 hours working towards that goal, what would you be doing in those 2 hours? And you identify whatever that is for you, and then you look through your day. For example, how much time do you spend on social media? Like, do you actually have an extra 2 hours you could pull and double down on that one thing you're able to do? For me, it's like, it drastically changed the way I look at my goals. It's like, okay, what could I even do what I'm doing right now and sustain my family's life if I could only work 2 hours? And it's not like, okay, that's it, I got to figure out how to do this now. But it's a thought-provoking question that makes you think about your
to form a
approach.
Habit.
Yeah. Like,
How to
it
set
makes you
up
think
your
about
day.
it differently.
Yeah.
So like something for me is like, you know, I think what I want to do is I want to start spending 2 hours a week developing like behind the scenes life of a content creator for the past 7 years. And like, as someone who is not like hyper successful in the sense of like, you know, there are literally people that make $1 million a month, and it's insane. Like, and it's a breeze, and like a breeze for them. Like, they've just been doing this for years, and I'm nowhere near that. But I do think that I've been fortunate enough to have a successful career, and I don't think that gets enough spotlight for people. And I think that that's like something that's actually achievable.
It's
for,
weird
like, the
because
average person.
A lot of people, I was just saying this shit yesterday. I was like, people, you know, people see like the Berlizis, the Corey Kenchins, the Markipliers, the Jacksepticeye's, people that have millions of subscribers and stuff, but it's like nobody ever talks about the guy that's buying a house at 500,000 subscribers or making a living at 1 million, or the random guy at like 100,000 that just changed his life in the span of like 3 months, because what you see gets pushed out are people that are pushing those hyper numbers or whatever, and that's the expectations that people have for getting into it, and that's why people fall off, because they be like, damn, if I'm this small guy, I just gotta copy this person and then I can get what they get. And it's like,
That's not how that works.
Trust me, we've been doing this for years. Like, you have to build it, and it's not a guaranteed thing. And you comparing yourself and limiting yourself to what you see that's getting pushed and attention to is like kind of capping not only yourself, your goals, but like your content as well.
Well, I think even if you take on that, right, it's more along the lines of a lot of these like smaller creators, bigger creators, anybody. It's always looking on the outside in. So when you see somebody, you know, let's just say like for instance, Berleezy, you see Berleezy's videos, like his Walking Dead stuff. A lot of the earlier things where he was getting, you know, like a lot of traction for that is just him playing the game. There's very few edits, you know, but you're there for him, his energy. And you're like, oh, I can do that too. So then you start doing it, and it's like, I'm not getting those views. People aren't coming to my stuff. They're not liking my stuff. What's going on? Why is it different? And you start to, just like Shady said earlier, you start to compare, and a lot of the negative thoughts and whatnot come into play from that. So I just think it's people not knowing how YouTube works or how functioning as a content creator works, and a lot of the behind the scenes stuff that does go on in order to promote your content, or just really just a lot of that luck factor from the right person finding you or
The
sharing
right
your content,
eyes or
whatever
the
it is.
whatever.
Exactly.
I remember telling somebody, I was like, you know, from the outside looking in, I'm like, even Markiplier has a bad video. Like on that dashboard when it shows you like where your video ranks or whatever, even he has a 10 out of 10. It just looks like a million to you. It looks crazy, but he definitely has a 10.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't beat yourself up over that stuff, dude.
I hate that dashboard.
That was the worst thing they ever added, and
Bro.
it's crazy because everyone has said it, but they haven't got rid of it. It's crazy.
Bro, you know what makes me mad, bro? What makes me mad is they will say all this like slick shit to you. It'll be like, oh, this video isn't performing as well. People aren't watching. Then you go check the real time views, and it's doing, if not better, the same as a standard video. And it's like, how quick can your mental health be affected in the blink of a second just because you click the button? It's like, are you serious?
Yeah, it's crazy. That piece of dashboard is the worst thing they've ever added.
It's so
for
dumb,
the mental health of their creators. It's crazy.
It's so dumb. But it's funny that you said that because this week, and I want to say the last couple of days, this last 2 or 3 weeks, and then probably gonna be all of next week. I've been in this like I don't know what it is, but around birthdays, I feel like you start being really real reflective on how like you start viewing life and whatnot. My birthday's next Friday, and I'm turning 25.
You
Nice,
old.
nice,
You
nice.
old
And
as shit.
I know.
It's a quarter, dude.
Next is fucking retirement home.
And I was
Can't wait.
and
I'ma
I was
be there.
and I was sitting. I was like, damn, bro. Like I've been doing this content creation stuff since I was like 16. So it's almost 10 years, and I'm like, wow. Like I've done a lot. I've been, you know what I'm saying? We've been through a lot together as not only a friend group, but as individuals as well. And I was like, damn, you know, now that all that stuff from like back then happened and it's past now, you know, turning 25, I'm pretty much in the same position that a lot of you all were when you all were like, you about to be 25 as well, but I was just young. I was the baby of the group. So it's like, damn, now that I'm here, and everybody seems to kind of just do their own thing now. We're not as a group as we used to be no more. It's like, how do I take the steering wheel and just do it? You know, like be the guy now, you know? So it's just the last couple of days I kind of just been like, man. And it's been like invoking like this, like, I don't want to say fear, but like this hesitation in myself a little bit. Where it's like, I don't want to like mess up where I feel like I've seen so many people succeed.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, for what it's worth, 25. Old man Shady's gonna tell you 25 is you're fine. You got you're It's like, I mean, I just turned 30 last month in June, and that was like a little bit of like a whoa, you're 30, bro. Your knee hurts now. Like,
That's how it happens.
yeah,
I promise
dude. It's 2 days, dude. Exactly,
So dumb.
legit.
So
2 days after I turned 30, it's like, wow, my knee sucks, and I've had a problem with it ever since, and it's just
Yo,
that's how it
you
goes.
worried then? Cause my knee been hurting.
Wait till you get the gut that you just can't get rid of. No, that's coming. It's
I mean,
coming.
I'm not scared. I have a belly, but I know what you mean by the gut. The gut is like, yeah,
It's
I
the
know.
dad gut, man.
It's the dad gut.
I don't want
that good, bruh.
But yeah, so like it's hard because you can get kind of caught up in your own thoughts. I feel like everyone can, not like you, but just everyone can.
For sure.
And I think you are aware enough of the pitfalls that other people have had. First of all, you're not talking to anyone who's, 12 years old, so you're fine. That's going to be a big save for you. No moral failure there. And the other stuff is, man, I heard the best piece of advice I think I've ever heard in terms of, this was specifically in terms of streamer success. And not that I have that. I'm looking at this and I'm like, write this down, like straight up Patrick. But the person had said, the most impactful thing you can do for your career online is to be interesting. I was like, okay, what does that mean? Because like I've lived in my four walls since 2014, right? Like especially after everything went down and the group crumbled, because we were doing some stuff together or we were going places, PAX conventions. There was at least like some sort of thing to speak about. But that's kind of like we were talking about before the podcast. You're like, when you don't have a topic to cover, it's kind of like same old, what's going on? It's like, well, if you're in the content creator space, you live in your four walls, you work a lot, and how can you become interesting if you're constantly in the same space doing the same thing? And I was like, oh no, what did I do for 10 years? I have not been investing in myself for specifically the past 5 years. And there's going to be seasons when you're not investing in yourself, especially if you're like involved in a relationship. You really need to log hours into Genshin. I get it.
There's just no way.
But that was fire.
But really, like I recognize that I have started now to work on things that are completely removed from content creation, just so that when I am creating content, I am more interesting. It's going to add value to it. Okay. And it adds value to you as the creator, and then that is going to automatically flow through. If your content is personality centric, right? Kind of like you were talking about before. If you were trying to be Berleezy and you were like, I'm going to play this game and I'm just going to play the game and people are going to watch me. That's personality focused. You're not skill focused because you're not trying to be the best at the game. You're not informative because you're not trying to teach people about the game. You're just trying to entertain. So that's like a huge tidbit for content creators. Identify what you want to do. You got to set a goal. Do you want to be the information guy? Do you want to be the comedy guy? What value are you adding to the viewers? Because same thing, right? Like everyone's looking for value, and especially now in an oversaturated market, it used to be you didn't have to, right? Like my career was made on not adding value. I put my face cam on. That was it. I was I was one of the first people to do face cam live Wi-Fi battles in Pokemon community. That's all I did. It was nothing special, and that carried.
Ooh,
but like,
your face.
But now in a saturated market, now it's the standard. But now if you're coming into this and you're trying to come up, you have to figure out what is your value that you're adding to your content. Why should someone watch you? Like, are you the wittiest person in the world? Like, can you come up with a joke like that and play off the chat immediately and keep people's attention? Or are you going to be like super analytical about the game or the content you're covering, and you're going to give every single, like if you look at someone like, why does his name slip my mind? Not Munching Orange. Other person. Oh my gosh, I literally did an episode of Platinum with him. Why is my brain?
Loxton and Noggin?
T-Tar Tube? What is his name?
No, not T-Tube. Chugga Conroy. Okay. You look at Chugga Conroy, and he has been doing the same thing since the beginning.
2006, 7, something like that.
Yeah, he does super intense walkthroughs where he does everything in the game. So basically Gerard the Completionist, but Let's Play version, which means like he literally has a Xenoblade Let's Play that went on for over a year.
Oh my God.
But it works because he has decided I am the information. And he is still funny, but like his sell is definitely, like one of my friends always says it, he does everything in the game. He basically will sit there with game facts up. And I honestly feel like sometimes he might even do the video, like play the game, and then reset his console and load his save file and do it again, just so he knows exactly what pathing to take and show the optimal way to 100% this game.
No, so
that's so much work for them JRPGs.
Yes.
So I found out because I remember he did a video on like how I make my playthroughs or whatever, right? Before he even starts a playthrough, he plays the game. He plays the game, beats through it, look at whatever walkthrough. That way, when he starts to play through, he already has the information. He's just commentating. Now it's just, hey, here's this. But by the way, you can find this. We'll come back here later for another weapon that you can get later in the game. That'll be amazing. Here's the odds of this. You could get a chance getting right here. I'm gonna try and get this weapon or whatever. He'll speed it up, boom, 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 until he gets the weapon, and he show like the stats or whatever. It's like, wow,
crazy.
Wow.
And like, I can't. I'm not speaking for him. I'm theorizing, like, maybe he was like, I don't want to be the guy that's the best at like a competitive fighting game. I can't do the inputs, like speaking for myself. And maybe that was his words. Like, okay, so how can I add value to my videos? Oh, I'm going to do it all. I'm going to literally, like you said, play the game, and then I'm going to play the game again. That's something that like I would never want to do, right? Like I don't want to play a game and then play it again. So I know that that's not the kind of value that I can add to my videos. Like it's just not my personality type. And knowing yourself and what your strengths are going to be is going to really help creators find out how can they add value. Is the takeaway.
Good. That's fire. I like that. I
need to figure out how to make jokes because that's funny.
That's a cornerstone of every content creator, especially when they're starting out. It's just like, what do I do? How do I do it? And how do I get people to watch it? And finding yourself and what you're good at is it's actually the best thing to learn about yourself early. Because I know I'm very, very good at informational videos, but I think I'm also funny. I think I might be. I don't fucking know. But I think that's where most people, they drop off or they quit because they try everything and nothing works. So it's a shame, but I mean, that's the reality of the space that we're in, though.
I think the best thing about it is starting young and doing it. Because you kind of grow into like the content itself, like you grow into yourself, so therefore that transfers over into your content. Like for us, we were. I was a kid when I started, right? So I was able to like, if you go back to watch any other video, it's like, damn, you sound different. You don't even speak the same. You don't even look the same. Right? And it's like people can see that, and it's like when you start to grow into like who it is that you want to be or what your strengths are, you'll just start seeing results. But it's one of those things where now, like Shady said, we're in an oversaturated market. Everybody of all ages are coming in and they're expecting like these crazy results fast.
Yeah.
And it can happen, but it's like,
it happens.
What are the odds? What are the odds that you, out of like billions of videos of being uploaded a day, is the one that's gonna pop off when you have to compete against music videos, parody videos,
couple
skits,
videos.
You have to pranks, to have that. So like the odds are very slim. So it's like, it sucks. I feel like the fun died a long time ago.
One of the things that just really, and I just think that Shady just explained it very well, but one of the things that I know drives a lot of people crazy is they'll always say, be unique. But what do you mean by that? They're stuck with, I can't tell you anything else but be unique. Like, excuse me?
What if being unique is the value?
Huh?
What if being
but I think she's saying like, what does that mean?
No. If somebody
everyone
is
has a personality, and like everyone's
like,
personality is insane, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gonna shine.
And it's like there are very talented people, very unique, funny individuals, but what are they just not doing? Like, are they not specific, or they're not being specific with how they wanna, what kind of content creator they want to be? So it comes down to personality, information, everything that Shady just said.
Yeah, I mean, like even attesting to that, like using me as an example, everybody in the Discord knows, like, yo, that's Ioku. This is an Ioku thing. Ioku likes this. You can't find that in the video because it's like, for me, there's no like form of media that I can find for myself that allows me to truly just, I'm always me all the time, no matter what. Genshin doesn't let me do it. Ninjala kind of let me do it, but then the company did what it did. So there's always something else. So when you say like, just be unique, I feel like there has to be something more to that.
Oh,
like be unique and then do X, Y, and Z,
And the perfect example of it is Moon Monkey, because he's been creating YouTube videos since I've met him. And this was back in 2017. And he hasn't started just till like 2019, 2020. So like, he's always been Moon. Like, if you know Moon, he's always been, himself. But I think it comes for a time and a place for your breakout, because when he switched to streaming, that's where he shines the most. because Moon is that guy. He's got all the quips, he's got all the jokes, and nothing
that live personality.
Yeah, nothing rolls like that except for, live. You can try to put that in a YouTube video, but at the same time, people have to click that video, But I see with Twitch, it's more like, I don't know. Obviously with Twitch, it's who you know.
Or I could just be passing by and I'm just like, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about that chain raid thing? Like, that's just what happens. You wake up and you're just like, how did I get here? Oh, this dude's kind of funny.
Yeah, and you're just on Moon's channel.
Yeah.
That's so luck-based, though. I hate that.
It definitely is luck-based, but another reason why that is the case, why like it might feel easier to get eyes on a live platform, is because when we see a video, we see how long that video is, and our brain has already decided if I want to sit and watch a 10, 20, 30-minute video. Well, I can click on a live stream, I can click off. Like, your brain thinks like there's no time investment here. So as soon as I'm unhappy, I can leave. And like, you're so much quicker subconsciously to click a live stream, except for when Twitch has pre-roll ads. Because I am the guy hopping just, all right, where are my subs? Because I need to not watch an ad. So like, Twitch's pre-roll ads destroy creators, in my opinion. Like, it is so anti-creator.
You don't get paid.
Yeah. I just find it funny. They don't even know what they want to do. They're like, yo, can we just do like 18 plus ads? Wait, no. Beer?
Bro,
no.
They used to dead ass, like, I remember when everybody moved over to Twitch for like a little bit, and like you saw how much an ad like you got from an ad. It was only like a couple cents, like $1 or something like that. It was like, you stopped my whole stream for $1
for multiple minutes.
Yeah,
you can't even skip. You can't skip, and you get way less than YouTube.
They be missing like hella crazy moments, highlights and stuff.
I swear, people be saying whatever, and then they be making the little content creator all small, and I'm just like, excuse me, I was in the middle of trying to get a clip right now. I'm about to sue.
Then it's like, you don't even know if you want to subscribe to the guy. So it's like, damn, you just killed my first impression. Thank you, Twitch.
Well, yeah, that's the thing that you get no opportunity to hook a viewer with those pre-rolls. Like that's I think one of the biggest problems. Because like you're saying, I could try to hop into Moon's stream, and I'm a brand new viewer, and he's like about to pop off, and then boop, I get hit. Like, because like the worst part is Twitch does this thing where like they'll show me the stream for like 2 seconds, and then they'll show the pre-roll ad. So I'll get it, and I guess they think that's gonna make me like, oh, I have to see what happens, but it doesn't. It just makes you go, oh, lame. Especially because they've already done so many different things. There was a time when partners didn't have any ads on Twitch. It was a very short-lived time. That was fantastic, and my brain got spoiled by that. And then there was a time when if you had Twitch Prime, you didn't see ads at all on Twitch. So there's been all these little tastes of, oh, you can be ad free, because I saw on YouTube I have YouTube Premium, like I pay the whatever it is, and being ad free and still supporting people is phenomenal. Like I don't have to watch ads.
An ad in 2 months.
Man,
so it's so good.
Reinstate Turbo.
Yeah, so Twitch does have Turbo, right?
I thought they took that away or
retired. They might have. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. I never had Turbo.
I think whoever has it still has it, but I think they retired it.
Twitch Turbo, there's no pre-rolled ads. I think this shit is gone.
Yeah, it's gone. But
I think
the people who still have it, still have it.
That's crazy, man.
So they're still paying their $9 a month.
It's a grandfathered in type thing.
Okay, so
I don't think they're still
new
paying
friends.
for it. No, I think
no new friends. Man,
bring that back.
No, it's right here.
Okay, so you can
still
Turbo.
get Twitch Turbo.
It's right here. Yeah.
I literally
you have to buy Twitch Turbo and then buy somebody's sub.
Yeah, that's
wait, that's dumb.
No, if Twitch Turbo doesn't remove ads from the entire platform, then it's pointless. Like, it's not. I also don't even want to give Twitch any more money anyway. So,
okay, yeah.
What they should do is have Twitch Turbo and then give a premium when you watch. Well, I guess
the same way YouTube does. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I don't know.
God, I hate stupid. Twitch sometimes.
It's dumb. It's really dumb.
They really don't. They just don't like us.
That's what it is.
Twitch is weird, man. I cannot wait till. I don't even know if I could talk about that. I can't really talk about that. I just can't wait till January. January is gonna be a good month. I'm just like, I'm very removed from Twitch at this point as far as like their company decisions.
You saying I gotta move?
I don't know.
Facts.
What do you mean?
I mean, gifted memberships might be a
That's
thing.
all you have to say. That's all you have to say, because I'm on my way.
I said this before and I'll say it again. If YouTube, how many times have you said this before? If YouTube ever did gifted memberships, I'm out of here.
I already moved.
I think
I already moved. I've been on
moved,
YouTube.
bro. I was
I've been streaming on YouTube for September.
I genuinely think that's probably going to be the future of all this, low key, because it's just like it just seems like people are getting money taken from them every single year, damn near every single like month, damn near.
Yeah.
The more they stay on Twitch, it's like, hey, yeah, I did good this month. I did good this month.
I did good this month.
And then like you'll start seeing like, here's a Twitch change or something like that.
And
Nobody
Twitch will
asked
be like,
for
nah,
it.
we
Like,
did good this month.
Exactly. Yep.
You know what's crazy? I just think that YouTube needs to hire me. I'll make YouTube look
Oh, my
sexy.
goodness.
I'll make it look sexy. For the new people coming in, that shit gonna be beautiful. Talk about a UI that everybody loves. It'll be
I
for
just
me.
even with the UI, because I've been watching before I made the move to YouTube to like test it throughout September. I was watching a lot of Devin Nash just to kind of really get a firm understanding of, you know, like what's being developed, where the numbers are going, how does it work as far as the payouts, like everything. And one of the key things that he mentioned was that when it comes to YouTube, UI is something that you can do that in 5 minutes. Like you can code UI in and change it from white to black, and it's a done deal. You know, the whole site is completely changed. Whereas something on Twitch's spectrum, fixing the ad rate, fixing the hate raids, or anything, any issue that always pops up with Twitch, fixing that seems to take forever and a year. And
Because all that is done by the upper echelon. Like it has to go
not
through
even just that.
though.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it has to go through a lot of checks and balances, but I mean, like YouTube would have to go through those too. It's just a matter of which one is easier to knock out and which one would I rather deal with. You know, like on YouTube, I have all these benefits as a streamer, but the viewer has to, you know, okay, I don't get the prettiest UI. Yeah, but me, the streamer, I get all these benefits, you know,
That's
and you
cool.
still get the same thing that a viewer gets on Twitch. You just don't have pretty UI.
But I
or
mean,
we don't
that-
have like the gifted memberships, but
we could
those
just
are things you can
all-
add in.
We could honestly all, as if you're a streamer and a viewer, we can all really just say something about it.
well, they're already
Yeah, they already know about it.
they already
Oh,
making little changes and stuff. I don't know if
You said, look, I need an intense,
I
big
I know Shady
overhaul.
follows, Fwiz.
Yeah, Fwiz has been making he made like the little Squidward meme face or whatever it was.
Fwiz
When
is-
somebody was
Fwiz has
asking
been-
about gifted memberships,
he's
he
been
was
doing
talking about the
nothing.
UI.
He's been doing nothing but he responding to people, and like that. Shout out to Twitter. This is probably the one time I care about somebody responding to something on my timeline that I'm not following. But whenever he responds to somebody, it's always like, okay, thank you. We're gonna add this to the pool of stuff.
He definitely gives me really good vibes about the future of YouTube streaming. And it's like, it's also, I love watching Devin Nash because he puts it into perspective so often. Like, Twitch is so small compared to YouTube. Like, that's the big thing. Like, there's no comparison. It's probably like, I don't know if he has the actual number, if it's like 50x or what the number is, but it is an astronomically large amount of people on YouTube that are not on Twitch, and the barrier to entry for Twitch is high, and there's no video on demand system. That's the biggest thing Devin always talks about is like, as long as Twitch doesn't take the time to build out a video on demand discoverability platform the way YouTube is discoverable, like it stands no chance. YouTube has to change a couple UI elements, make the chat look less ugly, change some colors. Twitch has to build an entire infrastructure, and they're not going to because Twitch has yet to be profitable. That's the other thing, right? Like he always talks about, Twitch is still not profitable. So
after a whole year, even though I think last year during COVID, they made the most money,
but they're still not profitable, despite having their best year. And it's like, how long does that last when YouTube's literally a monster and you can literally, I don't know. I'm a huge fan of people that are able to move over and explore YouTube. I may have tried that, and I may have been told for legal reasons I'm not allowed to do that, I learned. So that's maybe hypothetically why once January comes, I'll be able to do that. Because
Look at it.
We excited for that. We excited for that.
That's definitely fair. That's definitely fair.
No, I mean, in all honesty, I just, I'm ready for YouTube to just go ahead and steal everything that Twitch has now. You know?
Yeah.
I could care less about Twitch at this point. Like, I'm
I
really
still
thinking
just
about
wanna
it.
separate-
We're really letting a baby boss tell us what the hell to do. Oh, fuck no.
I just want
Google,
YouTube gaming to be
demand
separate.
me. Show me what I have
Separate
to
the websites
do.
again. Oh.
Bring back Hitbox. Let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, Hitbox.
Yo,
You just unlocked a memory,
Yo,
dude.
what
That's
the
crazy.
Y'all are so old.
dude, what?
It's a content thing. It's a content
That
creator
just
thing.
like right here, that mug just. I was like, whoa, what just happened? I remember Hitbox, bro. Oh my god, dude.
Hitbox was really cool for what it was. Like
It looked all right.
it was the green, bro. The green. It was so emo.
Yeah, it was
just-
literally it was a MySpace streaming service, is what it was. It was
It was so emo, and I loved the aesthetic. It was.
Is that where
it
Empty
was
Clips was
immaculate.
born?
No, Empty Clips was Empty Clips was born with Yaush.
Excuse me.
Ew.
wow.
Yes. And unfortunately, it died with Freedom.
That's fair.
That's where that went.
Yes.
I thought it was full screen.
I still had Empty Clips, but I
That's when
got
you changed,
I got
right? You
rid of
changed
it
your name.
after full screen.
Okay.
But no, I changed my name like when we hit full screen,
Yeah.
and I changed
Dude.
my content.
Can we talk about how like obsolete MCNs now are?
Oh man.
Man.
It's
Man.
just crazy that they got to do what they got to do for so long.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
of that initial rule of YouTube, like, oh, you can't upload gaming videos unless you have an MCN, and that just stuck into the claws of all these people that just wanted to make videos about games.
They had some of the grossest contracts. Like, yeah, you'll be working with us for 10 years. I'm like, well, what? Yeah,
I
you
know
want to make
people
money, right?
still locked into
There are a lot of people
machinima
still locked into
contracts.
old. Yeah, I was gonna say
That's
they still got machinima contracts just sitting there.
That's crazy. Oh, are you guys all free of networks?
Yes.
At this
I-
point?
I never
I've
joined
never
one.
been on one.
I finally left Screenwave at the beginning of July.
Oh, okay.
I left
It was,
Screenwave.
it was very weird. It was very weird because we were doing like the calcs and shit like that, and it was like, damn, they were taking about like $300-400 off the usual revenue, and I'm like, damn. So like after July passed and in August passed, I started like seeing that extra $300-400 in my stuff. It's like, wow.
Wait, you mean your
was a
ad
big
rates
difference.
didn't change even though you didn't have an MCN anymore? Weird. You mean the same ad pool they got is the one that Google will just give you by default?
Man,
Strange.
Crazy.
and it's just crazy because I remember like I know you probably remember like they used to like give us like those like content creator referral codes and stuff on the networks or whatever. You're like, damn, like imagine how many people actually signed up for that.
Yeah, and it's like you think you're doing a good thing. It's like, oh yeah, my network's good. You need a network, come to my network. But it's really just you're just sending another person to a spider web. It's crazy.
And then here we are, like what 6-7 years later.
yeah.
Everybody that's making hella money off of it. Well, it's weird because they're some people at the top are still part of an MCN, but they're not taking that 90-10, that 80-20. They're getting a full 100, and they're just security.
Yeah, and some people get paid by their networks. Like the biggest dogs is like, hey, here's a yearly bonus and you get 100% of your money, and the only thing is that you have to keep our name in your Twitter bio and you have to do one ad through us per month, and that you still get paid for, but we get our cut from that ad, and that's it. And it's like, yeah, that sounds like a pretty sweet gig.
The upper echelon be eating, dude.
Yeah, dude, always trickle down
I
economics.
can't
It's
wait
coming.
until I become one. You know, I'm finna
That
be
stuff is really, really nutty because it's like, you know, you consider like the MCN stuff, but then you also consider like sponsorship opportunities, like even like when you're small, like people are getting brand opportunities at like 5,000 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers, but like the big money comes in, like you can negotiate big dollars or whatever for like every other company, but like you're guaranteed a lot of money at like a certain threshold of subscribers and a following, and it's like, damn, like, dude, like
I gotta say
that.
that's one of the best changes that has happened on YouTube, is that ads are no longer demonized. Like I remember 2014 through 2016, 2017. Like if you did an ad, you were a sellout, you were garbage, you didn't care about your viewers. Now like it feels like, I haven't done an ad at all this year, but like it feels like people are like, yo, just get your bread, get your bag, it's fine. Like it doesn't matter. Like, do your ad, and
I
maybe
just
it's for a
don't
game that I
know why
like.
that was a bad thing to begin with.
Because it just came from jealousy. That's all.
Yeah, that and like viewers are selfish. We talk about this all the time. You know, you can't do what you want to do. You have to do what I signed up for free. I'm not paying your pockets. You do what I want you to do.
Did anyone see that tweet? I think it was, I don't remember who tweeted it out. Was it? No, it wasn't Login. Oh, whatever. Someone tweeted out a comment they had gotten, and it was like, why does this I wouldn't ask an electrician to fix my toilet. So why does a PokeTuber think they can upload other video game content?
I've never seen that. I've never seen that.
Is this excuse me? You can upload other content? Oh, fuck no. You think you can get your bills paid this week?
That's just triggered the hell out of me.
And what's crazy is most electricians have their plumbing license as well.
The hell out of me.
Besides the point. Besides the point is like the comparison of hiring it. I lost 20 IQ. I had to go read a book after I read that tweet because I was like, oh my God, I need information. This is crazy. But that falls into, viewers want what they want. And like, I get it. I get wanting what you want, but social media has made it so you completely forget how little you are paying, which is usually nothing for that content.
Listen. Oh my God. It's so weird because it's like one of those things where like, if we really sit down, like besides the generosity like aspect of it, right? $5 is not that much. Mm-hmm. And then like not even that, like these companies are taking a good $1.50, $2 off of this shit anyway. So it's like, hey, guess what? If you want to support me, if you want to support me monetarily, I need that $2.50 out of you. What good is $2.50?
I think the biggest thing to mention on that is that a lot of viewers are, like I said, selfish. They're for themselves. So when it comes to what you're providing, right? Like even if we stick into the PokeTubing realm, you as a PokeTuber, because you want to grow, you're gonna keep providing that PokeTubing content. You're gonna keep making these LPs, the battles, the informational vids, anything like that, the TCG pack openings. You're gonna do all of it because you want to grow as what you're doing. That viewer never has to pay a dime because he knows the next guy behind me may or may not pay. The next guy behind him may or may not pay. But you, as the content creator, you're going to keep doing it. And it goes into a little bit of what I was saying about Twitch and the whole hate rate thing, which I don't want anyone to think that I don't support it and whatnot, like the movement. But Twitch isn't going to care if, hey, you stop streaming for a day. Damn, our numbers got hurt. We weren't already making money on it anyway, Like even with the September thing, what are they, 40% off subs?
20.
But they still take half? Okay, 20% off subs, but they're still taking half, which means like you're making less than what you would make for the viewer spending less. The viewers still aren't spending the money. So it doesn't equate to anything. They're going to keep getting it because you as a content creator, you have to provide.
It's just
you have
so
to
wild
keep doing
that,
what
like,
you want to do.
People get so like in their emotions about free stuff. It's free. Yeah. Like and I was gonna say, I was like, I mean, I want to say it's different for like, me and Shady to some degree because it's like, we have our own little website stuff. People can like subscribe to us through our own medium and shit like that, which is dope, by the way.
Yeah,
that's still an amazing idea. Have you been better off with that method?
Oh yeah, I mean, like I would say, especially the number one thing is if you're ever going to do a premium platform like the way we're doing, is you should 100% always put your videos on that platform early. Even if say you're uploading an LP on YouTube, it should be available a day early on your website for free. Because when I started doing that, my numbers skyrocketed. Like even my paid numbers, but like obviously my free subscribers all joined up. But then like it was, hey, here's extra value just for being over here. So let me sign up, and then eventually, you're doing an LP that I like. Let me watch it there. So really, I've been doing better with that than Patreon. Patreon still hits me up too because I was in their top creators, and they were like, we want to work with you, and I'm like, I'm leaving your website. Sorry, got them.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like cut you off, but that since you were talking about that the website thing, that guy from Serial had emailed me. And I actually need his Discord name if you have that, Nick. Thanks.
Coming. Brandon?
Any one of them, to be honest.
Any one of them. I just need somebody's. He wants to have a meeting, and knowing me, I don't be checking my email. I'm the worst.
I have mine already set up.
We had a whole thing set up, and on that Monday, it was Labor Day. On that Monday, it was at 10 a.m., and I was like, damn. I didn't miss this.
I love the guys at Serial, bruh.
Yeah, they're good.
Great.
They're very
Yeah,
very
I felt
communicative.
so bad. I was like, they love us, and here I am being an absolute B word. Let me just do better.
But I was actually telling Shy, Yoku, and Mikey about this, and I asked Tony this question a couple months ago. I was like, the content creator, like the actual title, is like, it's one of those things where it's like, if we keep relying on these like platforms as like a means of income or whatever, I feel like we'll die out quicker. So like, so that's why I was so like, when I saw the website, I was like, that's the answer. It's like, wait a minute, make your own platform and just use the other platforms as the web. This is the base.
I told him that.
Here's this. She did.
I told him that months before he found that out. I was like, Nick, you should probably. I was like, what is the likelihood you would make a website for yourself?
Bro.
And I was like, he was like, never. I don't want to do it. And I was like, excuse me, you drive your. I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, you would drive your viewers to your platform. What are you talking about? He's like, I was
that shit started a whole web because it was like I couldn't get that thought in my head for like months, and I was just like, what if? And I'm just like thinking about it. I'm like, these companies are starting to get like more savvy as to how many people are on their platforms now, how many people like survive off their platforms now, and it's kind of just like they're just taking more money.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, cool. How do we combat that?
I think Serial's doing a lot of things right, and they're very responsive to their creators. Like as far as like, hey, what do you want implemented? Like, do you want a Shopify store built into your website? Let's do it. Like, are you going to be selling cars? That was something that like when I was dabbling with that, they were ready to do and jump on it. And I think that like it does go back to like, obviously your website is not discoverable in the sense that like a YouTube video is, but that's why I think you wanna start stringing those together as tightly as possible. That's why like even my free series that are on YouTube, I upload them to ShadyPenguinn.com.
So how do you upload? Because my question is like, when you said that, I was sitting there, I was just like, how would you do that without it like not showing up like
on YouTube?
No, on your because he's what I'm talking about. Like when you like sign into the website or whatever, right? And after you sign in, like you put your stuff in or whatever, and it's like, do you upload the video to the website itself?
No, like the same exact way you would post, like, so you're uploading to YouTube unlisted and then publishing it to your website, right?
Okay.
So like for my premium stuff, I keep it unlisted on YouTube. And like, yes, if someone tries really hard, they could figure out how to find those videos. Like if someone wants to share their link and they don't, and like two friends are just living off one membership, doesn't matter.
Do you upload it on your other
yeah, I
YouTube
upload it on
channel?
Like random dead YouTube channel.
Okay.
Just completely random dead YouTube channel. I do unlisted. Yep. And then
it's already scheduled for the main channel.
Oh no, so for those videos, I mean that's probably a better way to do it. I literally unlist it. I just keep it unlisted on my main channel, and I just throw it over on ShadyPenguinn.com for 24 hours, and then 24 hours after, I'll go in, public it, and then YouTube just publishes it, like as if you just clicked public for the first time.
Didn't they say something about like views before the video, like hindering that stuff?
I don't know. I actually like recently I had a couple of videos where I felt like it was helping, but YouTube changes things all the time. So
that was old. That was
That's
old
where I was too. That's why I didn't ever think to unlist something and then publish it after, because I thought it messed with the numbers.
Because I was thinking that you were using like not the Shady Collects, but the Shady Stream highlight spot.
Yes,
or whatever
yeah.
And that was where you put the video up early as unlisted. Bam, put it on the platform. It's already scheduled. That same video is already scheduled for Shady Penguinn. They both go live. People that saw it.
It also depends on what kind of content you're doing. Like right now, I am fully stuck in 2015 where I'm just doing a Let's Play. I don't think Let's Plays are like I think one of the worst things you can do on YouTube right now. Like they're not discoverable friendly. The way you're doing them where like you don't have numbers at all, that helps a ton, obviously.
People were on my ass when I did that. But it breaks trick. Listen. For me, it was like, I get that we grew an audience and like that was what we did coming up. But it's like, if you look at the rest of YouTube right now, they're not doing that. And it's like, I refuse to not only for myself, but like to not take that step forward as like as a part of a community that like I helped build. You know what I'm saying? Why not take that and be like, hey, we should start doing this now because everybody else outside of the sphere is doing this now, and it's working for them when this method that we used to do is dying slowly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think you're doing the right thing. I fully acknowledge that the way that I do things is wrong, but I have a good tendency to self-destruct. Like that's just what it is. Mainly because like it depends once again what your goals are. If like right now, if I'm honest with you, my goals are not to grow my Pokemon YouTube channel. That's just not my goal. My goal is to continue providing content for people that are there and continue providing for my family. But on the back end, I'm doing other things to invest in myself so that I can have different content in the future that is completely unrelated to my Pokemon YouTube channel. And that's when I can implement all these other things because I think I've garnered too. That's the thing, right? Like obviously I get a comment once in a while that's like, wow, Shady, you fell off. And it's true, but mainly because I didn't evolve the way that Nick is evolving with like the times of YouTube. But even with my falling off, I value what I have and I can provide for my family right now. So like, I'm not trying to reinvent or I'm not trying to adapt with this specific platform because I have what I have and I just want to keep that alive. And I think that's why I think it's important to identify. Like if you're like, no, I'm still in the growing phase where I just want to keep growing and maybe I'm never going to leave that phase. Most people don't. I'm just an idiot. So then yeah, you want to adapt to the climate of YouTube and you want to change your titles, your thumbnails and all that.
So I have a question for you, Shady, just going off of everything that you guys have been talking about now. Just speaking on you with Pokemon and then wanting to do other stuff. I've watched you struggle between channels. So like, I want to do this. I don't want to do Pokemon anymore. And, just going back and forth. How did you come about it to where it's like Pokemon's the mainstay, but it's on the back burner of my real interest at this point in life? And then find time to create, edit, upload, whatever the case may be, just provide that other form of content, whether that be through like 6 to 8 hour streams or literally making other videos and then scheduling them alongside the Pokemon ones on, multiple channels. I feel like that's so much work for one person.
Yeah, there was a time where I was definitely just doing too much, for sure, because I would say that one of the biggest turning points was I did a Fire Emblem 3 Houses Let's Play on my channel, I think last year or 2 years ago. And that was, I think it was 2 years ago. And that was like the nail in the coffin for my channel. Because like, I was like, I'm done with Pokemon. I've had enough. It's not like, it's so funny because like, it's not that like I hated Pokemon, but I was just tired of doing Pokemon.
The same
and like
thing, yeah.
Yeah, and people online think that if you're tired, it's so funny. If you're tired of playing a game and you want to play something else, you have abandoned the community and you are betraying anyone that's ever watched a Pokemon video before.
Just because they don't go outside to touch grass.
They don't touch grass,
expand
I agree.
their horizons does not mean you abandon them. Change.
I also like to point out to viewers that like I never signed a contract. Like the only person I'm not supposed to abandon is my wife and my kids. Everyone else is up for grabs. Like I can grow and change as a person. I don't owe you any loyalty, unfortunately. Like it's the reality of it.
Us? Oh, I have a picture for this.
And it's like not that I'm not appreciative of the support over the years, but like the parasocial
guilt tripping you.
Bro,
they'd be like, how could you abandon us?
I've been here for 7 years.
You've helped me through this. It's like, dog, like, I know. So, damn.
What about us?
That's literally, yeah, that's the truth. Oh, poor SpongeBob. Yeah, like I don't know. It's a weird conflict, right? Because then it's also like I still have people that are like, oh, 2 videos a day coming your way. Those are good times. And like, I appreciate that. I do. But, and like the people, I honestly believe the people that are always like, oh, you abandoned us, you betrayed us. Like they're the vocal minority for sure. Like they're very loud, but they're not the bunch.
It sucks because I said this on, I did like a reply to like your comments thing, right? And I was like, I've been so, I feel like as a creator, I've been so on edge recently because I get more negative comments because the people that have positive shit to say are satisfied with what they're getting. So they're not talking. They're fine with the Pokemon video on Almighty, the whatever variety on Sacred. They're fine with the Twitch live stream. They're cool with things being like they are. So they don't speak unless like we're in a live setting and or like it's a feedback requested video. But it's always the guys that leave like the paragraphs trashing on you that are like the ones that are vocal, and it's like you never see them at all. And it's like, damn. It's like, what is happening?
Like where were you during my celebration? Excuse me.
And it's like, damn, it's so hard to like, I guess, appreciate certain things because it's kind of just like if all you're getting fed is negativity, the people that are positive don't know that that's what you're seeing. So in their eyes, it's like, damn, he's just reacting to like some crazy stuff now.
Yeah.
So now it's like, damn,
it's hard. It's hard, man, because it's like it's very easy to just be like, well, don't expect positive things. Put work out into the universe and don't expect people to support you. But humans have literally not worked like that for millennia, right? Like you do good job, boss says good job. He like literally like that's how it's been since caveman times. So to say like, hey, all of a sudden now that we are the generation of social media. And we are basically the guinea pigs. How are humans going to react to being fed so much bad news, so much negativity, so much opportunity to put yourself out there and then both get rejected and accepted? We are literally just guinea pigs of a generation that have to navigate this. And it will be easier for 2 or 3 generations down the road.
Hopefully, because this has not been a great experience. I tell you.
I pray peace on everybody coming after, bro. Because, man, this stuff is hard.
I mean, it's like that's why I agree with you where it's just like you have to identify what is causing more negativity and cut it out. So like, yeah, for a long time, I didn't read comments, like for a very long time. Basically after that Fire Emblem playthrough, I stopped reading comments for a very long time until I was
got off that.
Yeah. Like I'm like the same, basically the season where I went through a Twitter purge where I didn't follow anyone because like so Twitter was like ruining my soul. That was the same season where I wasn't reading comments. And it was like a year. It was a long time to not read comments. Now I've come back from that and I read my comments and I troll the crap out of my viewers. Like there are so many episodes now where like I will... Okay, so in Pokemon Conquest, there's a mini map and it's Arceus. But I just, for the longest time, just kept telling them like, you guys are wrong. That is clearly a Stantler. I don't know what you're talking about. For like episodes and episodes. And then like... I would be like, guys, I'm so sorry, I was wrong, and then I'll choose a different Pokemon. And like people will actively still comment every day, Shady, how come you can't see it's an Arceus? Oh my gosh. And like they're definitely genuine. And I'm 100% trolling them. And I find joy in that because there's 35, I'd say 30% of people thought I was serious and everyone else knew that it was a joke. And you just have to accept that you are never going to please everyone and then just embrace the people that you are pleasing. And it's like I said, easier said than done. But like
because everybody wants to be liked, Nobody wants like, nobody. I've never met one person that, even if they are saying like some crazy bigoted stuff, right? Where it's like I don't think nobody wants to be attacked.
Yeah, I think it's hard for a content creator though, right? Like especially when you're growing, you're trying to find the medium that you're growing in, or that's working for you. So when you do get those few comments that are they're the vocal minority and they're negative, it stings because you're like, damn, I'm trying to grow. This person doesn't like me. I've got 20 comments, 7 of them are bad, Yeah. And they just happen to be because YouTube is fucking shit. Here's the top comment for your video, and it's somebody saying the worst shit possible.
That's the first thing you see. Who's shit in your cereal?
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird, but I feel like it kind of sucks because like the best way to like they have like ban words on YouTube, but like
you can't ban someone giving you a legitimate negative response. Like most like of the kids or like 40-year-old adults who live in their mom's basement, they're gonna say the nasty words and try and hurt you in a very childish manner. But the people that genuinely dislike your content or dislike a video that you did, like, oh man, I love the previous videos you did, but today just wasn't it for me. I don't know what it was, but I didn't like the way your face cam was tilted in this video, or I didn't like that you didn't catch my favorite Pokemon in this video. Oh, you ran across my favorite boss in Dark Souls and you lost. Bro, that boss is easy. I'm not a fan. Like, they give you genuine reasons why they dislike it, and you're sitting there. It's very toxic, but like you can't fault them for it because
that's hard, man. You're kind of like, you right? I guess.
Yeah, like I shouldn't have died 12 times, bro. My bad.
It's cool, you right? Yeah.
I mean, I literally, dude, just the other day, what did I catch? I caught a Hoopa in a Pokeball, and literally within 10 minutes it was dead. Like, and it was so easy. I could have easily saved it. I could have just attacked again instead of trying to escape, and I got pursuit trapped. And like, I'm like, you're right. I'm Duster. But you watching though. I'm Duster.
You made it this far and saw that it happened. Well, it sucks.
Yeah, it's hard. You have to like balance out when something negative happens. I don't know, because like you're right. There are times when people are legitimately giving you criticism and they're like, this is what I didn't like today. And you have to decide, okay, is that
am I gonna let this
is this they're right. This definitely happened. How much do I want to become the best Dark Souls player so I never lose to a boss again? Is the value of me investing time so that no one has to see me be bad at a game again, is that worth it? Or is it just, I'm the gamer that's not great? Because that's, my namesake was, I'm playing Pokemon and I'm not doing it great. And I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to try to get better. And I spent my entire career getting made fun of and getting torn apart for being a garbage player. And eventually I got okay and never great. Like I was never poke game. I was never Shofu. Or Blunder. So like but that was me embracing like, hey, yeah, you're not good. You can try to be good. You're not good. And I'll always get those comments.
I think that was the great part about it though, was that
I look at you feeling spicy. I'm like, don't get it confused. I will still body you. I don't know who you talking to. I may not be good at this game right now.
I'm loading XNY right now. Let's go.
I was gonna say I will destroy you if we were back in like when it was real competitive. I will body you. Not
so
easy.
That's funny because this is back in X and Y days, and Shady was just coming up. Pokemon Wi-Fi battling was going like really big, right? Mm-hmm. And so I got into YouTube, especially Pokemon, around 2000 something. It was pre 2010. But this was back when we had Castador Perfect, Xenon 3120, Shofu. Yeah. So this is like Gen 4, Gen 5.
Mosh Pit. Yeah.
Yes, Mosh Pit. So I'm like, all right, I'm good. I had a channel. It was the same channel that I have now. I just privated all the videos. But a lot of my videos made it on a Mosh Pit just from just battling and, like early commentary. Completely different Iyoku, right? X and Y came around, and I didn't have a capture card. I didn't have anything for the 3DS. But you had a capture card. And I had a friend named DHM. There's a whole funny story behind that too. But he was just watching you all the time on the TV, and he was watching your live battles. One day you decided to do, like the Twitter thing. You tweet out, "Hey, I'm looking for battles. Here's my thing. Respond." And I was like, "I don't like the way Shady battles, bro. He not good." And DH was like, "He knows he's not good." I'm like, "No. He's gloating too much. I don't like that he's good." So I challenged you, and I bodied you. It's not a gloat, but I bodied you, and I had to prove it to DHM. I was like, I told you, bro. Like all the people doing battles now, they're just not good. And he's like, you can't do anything. Like, you can't prove that. I was like, watch. I revived the YouTube channel, and that's what got me back into Pokemon. I got a capture card and all that.
Wow.
But it was big for me because after that moment, I watched you grow as a battler. Like, I watched you learn, like, this is good. Don't do this. The leagues, the Pokemon League started to become a thing with different varieties of Pokemon. And that was completely different for me to be able to see people take these really garbage Pokemon and then make them good on a team and really outshine
about
something.
The leagues in general. Like
I love that.
I still remember like I remember we did the UCL. I was not a big fan of like Comfey, right? Mm-hmm. Comfey was like on 3 of my teams all
it was so good.
12 weeks. I was like, this thing is doing its job, and it's probably taking a lot more hits than I've seen a lot more other high OU mons do better. Like, what the hell's going on here, bro?
It worked because there were no tiers. It was a mixed bag of, like OU.
Shout out to Steve for Magnitude for starting that. Honestly,
starting that up, dude.
That's such an amazing idea, bro.
Yep. And it was great. I think that's kind of what makes me like VGC as much as I do now. Is because there's a lot of creativity, which is ironic because when I first got into battling, I hated VGC because I was like, there's no creativity. There's no rules to keep everything balanced.
Meanwhile, you're playing
I don't want to fight someone.
And you're going by the tier rules.
Well, because like, when you look at VGC and it's like, all right, I can sleep your entire team for free, especially back then because you didn't have sleep turns. If you were asleep, you were just sleep. Yep. I could freeze you whenever I wanted to. I could double team up. The whole minimize, evasion, whatever crap.
Yeah.
That was stupid, but it worked. And so I'm like, I don't want to play that.
I hate Clefairy.
So I went to singles. Yeah, I hated Clefairy. And then now that I'm playing in the game, you realize double team is it's not that it's bad, but no one's going to sit here and double team 6 times in your face and win the battle for free. Yeah.
What do you mean? I'll do that right now.
Huh?
I'll do that right now.
I'll body you. But you learn that there's tactics and strategy and, like everything about it when it comes to just competitive Pokemon. That's why I like VGC. That's why I like leagues way more than singles.
Yeah.
Because singles is very static and to the point. This beats that. This beats that. Oh, you swapped. I predicted it. You're dead. Game over. You know. So it just. I don't know.
That's an interesting point you brought up. I think it's a perfect example. Just to circle back to content creator aspect, is that you saw me. I was hot garbage at the game, but I was growing, and that pissed people off. Right? Like, why does someone who's...
No, listen. I remember there were, like, tweets, threads about Shady, like... And they were never, like...
viewers.
They were never adding
Shady,
him.
bro.
They were never adding him. They were never... And it'd be like...
They had a whole game theory on Shady. They was like, yo, Shady's buying his
Shady's buying views. Shady's buying.
I remember all... And it was just... And it was weird because it was just like... I literally remember... It was our little group before we added Shady to it, and we were just sitting there like, dog, this dude's growing crazy. He went from like a rack to like 5K in the span of like a week, damn near. We were like, holy hell, what the hell's happening? And then I think you got added around like 10,000, 11, somewhere in the teens, and I was just like, dude, like this guy is doing it. And it was just like, we were talking love about him. The moment he got added to the group, all you saw was literally tweet longers, tweet think pieces, videos made. We were like, what's going on?
It's so funny because I can remember, like, Nick was the one that told me, this is years and years later, that people thought I was botting when I first started. And I just laughed. I was like, what? Like, I didn't even... I was such a noob when it came to the internet that I didn't even know you could buy. Like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Listen, I remember to this day, I remember like, the very first time I heard about Shady it was through Nappy and Callum. They were like recording one of their things or whatever. And I joined the gym and I was like, yo, what's good with y'all doing? What's up? Just got back from school. I just, put my shit down. I was okay, cool. I ate. What's up with y'all? I was like, we chilling? What's good? Yeah. And then I remember Shady came out in one of the conversations and I was like, who's that? Show me the link. It's this 1,000 subscriber channel getting like 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 views in less than like a day. And it's just like,
oh, this is cocky Nick back in the day too.
And I'm over here like, oh my. And they were like, oh yeah, he's growing fast as fuck. He's probably botting. I'm like, probably.
I mean, yeah, probably.
And I went about my business.
Wow,
I was like, whatever.
probably.
And then it was like, you
thunk?
keep on Twitter, you keep hearing like the name. It's like, who the fuck is this Shady guy? And so I really went to his channel and I watched this video. I'm like, he's getting views. He's getting views. He's like, this is it. And it's just like, you didn't really start like seeing the growth until you actually started paying attention to it. Yeah. And I didn't know about it until I started paying attention to it because everybody kept bringing him up. And I was just like, who is this guy?
Yeah,
saw it, watched it, and I'm like, holy shit. And at some point it was just like, dog, nah. This is actual growth now. Like this is because it was one of those things where the comments were like equaling the likes, equaling like the views. It was making sense. The ratio was there. It was like, nah, this ain't bots. This is
it was genuine. It was like watching a legit JRPG hero grow. Or like a townsperson grow into the hero of the JRPG. It was literally like that.
It's like
this
wild. Is dead ass an actual organic thing that we're watching.
Yeah, I appreciate looking at my past accomplishments in such a good light. I didn't want to be buttered up. All I was trying to say was that like people hated me.
No, people listen, and it was so weird because I remember like having genuine like love for Shady because at some point it went beyond the videos, it went beyond us battling because we used to battle like every single like Saturday or some shit. We used to sit down in the
just
morning. Me and Shady used to do like 2 or 3 hour sessions, just grab a team and play games. But while we're doing that, we're just having actual talks. It's just us in a group developing a friendship or whatever. So for me, it was like I'm just gaining a friend, gaining somebody that I love, and then it was like to see other people like hate it. It was like, how the fuck dare y'all? Like y'all don't know this guy. You know what I'm
y'all
saying?
Don't
like,
know Shady.
Y'all see the videos and it's like y'all hate it because in their minds they think that because I'm better, my videos should do better.
There we go. Circle back. So because I was bad at the game, I was growing. People were like, someone who's bad should not grow. But that is the wrong lens to look at content creation in because I wasn't providing articulate information.
He was providing entertainment.
Entertainment. I started live battles in a world where post-com ruled all. And why did post-com rule all? Because people believed that was how you provided the best content. You were gonna choose the closest battles or the dopest sweeps, and you were gonna showcase them. And that's fine, but I wanted to do something different. So that's like a huge. I still think that's one of my, like, I really try to get that advice when people ask, is like, find the thing that's working, but just find a way to do it different. That adds a different value. Like if someone is being intellectual and they're being really intricately explaining a game, you see what they're doing and then find a way to make it funny or find a way to make it complete and like change that game up a little bit, because that will carry you somewhat. At least it did. I guess I can't really speak to now. We are in such a saturated market, but I do think you have a much higher chance of, instead of copy and paste, you do have to change the homework a little bit. Like you have.
Yeah, like I want you to know. I remember, I remember this like long time ago. You remember back when like I tried branching out the first time, and I was playing like the little Naruto games in the Xenoverse or whatever.
Yeah.
I remember going out and just watching everybody else, and I was like, holy shit, like this is what they're doing, and I was just like, I want to do it. And it was like I maybe got like 2 or 3 viral videos, and at some point I started going back to the regular stuff. So I knew I had a base there, but it wasn't like gaining anything, right? So I was like, damn. What the hell? So now I branched out like back in like 2020 again, like before COVID and beginning COVID or whatever. And I was doing my homework. You know, before you do anything, make sure you do your research. Make sure you look around the communities, make sure you see what they're doing, see what seems to be the norm and what's not the norm, what works for the not the norm guys, works for the norm guys, and just analyze. And I was seeing a lot of people, I was like, you know, I really got into Corey Kenshin when I started like looking at other people, because other people were copying Corey Kenshin.
Yeah.
And I was just like, all these people are copying Corey Kenshin, but they're doing it in a rough way of how he would do it. And I think it's
impossible to copy him. He's like, you can't.
Well, no, because the one thing that Corey Kenshin had those videos didn't have was pacing.
Yeah.
A lot of people, they when you put those memes and those little funny moments and those like things and those little edits, and you have to know when to zoom into your camera. You have to know what meme fits this. The delivery has to hit. Pacing in a video, and it's just like learning how to finish a joke.
Yeah.
And it's like you have to know, it's a craft. You have to know what to put, when to put it, how to do it, and even when you put like a transition on like a piece of something, right? Is it going to just zoom in? Is it going to slowly, sloppily slide in? Is it going to like, you know what I'm saying? How to make it smoother? It's about delivery.
Yeah.
And so all these people that were copying Corey Kenshin was doing it in a very rough way. And seeing that made me think about, okay, how do I do that to my like Pokemon stuff? And that's when I saw other people doing it, whatever. It's like, okay, wait a minute. I'm hitting something here, because now you learn what pacing is in a video. It's not just a regular 10, 15 minute video of you just talking over a camera. No, you want to get to the stuff that brings the reaction, that brings the moments to it. And it's hitting that, it's making sure you can get that full 15 minutes, make it a memorable thing. And that's where those memes come in from him. It's a structure. Yeah. It's like, how do you build that? But it's one of those things where I would never learn that had I not seen the person that got the A+ versus the person that got the C. You know? So it's like you have to look.
Yeah, for sure. And that's like, that's it. That's if you're and that's like, say I'm going to develop my craft in a comedic fashion, right? Because that's all comedy based. Whereas someone that's going in a different value sense is going to have to look for different things. Like, okay, how much information do I give? Is there such a thing as information overload if I'm trying to be an analytical content creator? It's interesting stuff, man.
And because you got to think, like, if you're going to do informational stuff, like, stick to a topic. Like I've seen so many times where people are like back when Pokemon information stuff and stats were like a thing that we were like adding to like commentary and like live Wi-Fi battles or whatever. It's like, you know, I know some people would be like, they'd be like, this is the stats, this is what it was. But then some people would be like, this is what it could outspeed, this is what it doesn't outspeed. Like the perfect example is the how good was so and so really back in the day? I think I think he still does. I don't know if he still does.
He was crushing it. Is he still crushing it? I hope he is.
I hope he is too. Because how his videos were structured were how I thought informational pieces on Pokemon videos should be. Because it was paced in a way where it was like, this is this Pokemon. This is how good it is now, how good it was, the mons that were prevalent at the time, the mons that are prevalent now in the meta, and then what what it got access to, what it was weak to, end of the video. And it's
he's
like
still crushing it.
He's crushing it good.
Every week he's dropping a video.
Oh, I love that so much. I remember when he was first coming up, and I was like, "Yo, this guy's got it." I remember literally the company I haven't worked in a while, Ader. He was like, "Dude, have you seen these videos? This is gonna be huge." And I'm like, "I agree. It's gonna be monstrous." And I'm glad he's still crushing it.
He's pulling in. Hey, 100,000 plus.
Yeah, easy
on a bad day. That's a bad day. 100,000 is a bad day.
That's fire.
But like stuff like that, you have to learn structure and pacing. I think is one of the more definitely a piece of advice I give to somebody for sure when it comes to like just anything. Is how can you deliver, and that just adds back to value, you know?
Yeah.
So
yeah, well, being concise and consistent and memorable is valuable for the viewer, right? So it literally
that's where the parasocial relationship starts.
True. Yeah. It's literally anything you do in life. If you ask the question, how can I add more value to this? You will have a good life. You will, like, because you do that with your relationship with your partner. You do that with the relationship with your kids or your friends or your work.
I'm gonna start going about life. Yeah, like that.
I was just about to say that.
I that ass just thought about like when you said that, I thought about 10 other different things.
Yeah. It's not just work.
Like, yeah, it's not work at all. It's like life and shit. How can I improve on my consistency at the gym or my health habits whenever I'm eating or my family relationships? How can I improve this?
Yeah, and then you start asking what's detracting value. Like not only how can I add value, but what am I doing that's taking away value? For me, the last two weeks ago was TikTok. I've only been on TikTok I was on TikTok for like 3 weeks as far as being
so much time.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I had to uninstall it. I just let someone else handle it now.
No, but
he's been handling it.
Wait. So an hour and a half.
Do you have a Shady Penguinn TikTok for you to upload to, or you just a viewer?
No, I was a viewer 3 weeks ago. I have a ShadyPenguinn TikTok, but my editor Angel, he takes care of I gave him my login because I was like, you're doing the login stuff now because I can't go on the website because I will lose an hour. Like Mikey was saying, hour and a half goes by and it's like I laughed a lot, but what value? Is my life better?
I'll be on that motherfucker late at night. Yeah, it's like 12 o'clock, just like.
You know,
I should have been in bed 2 hours ago.
Yeah, just be thinking about it, like until you find like that solace of, I got all this excess time, I ain't gotta worry about it. I got a whole ranch. I can sit on my couch. Then you could just, scroll.
Then you can sit on TikTok.
And let that shit go by. But we gotta work.
Late night scrolling is just so bad. Like I do it whenever I'm reading like comic books and the panels and whatnot, and I'll start maybe like 11 because I can't go to sleep or something. The next thing I know, the sun's coming up, and I'm like, what? Like, how did we get to this point? So
it just, for me, it randomly kind of just died out for me. Just 1 week, I just stopped going on TikTok, and then it turned into like 2, 3. Now I haven't been on TikTok for about 5, 6 weeks.
I got mindful when I couldn't get up off the toilet because my legs had literally fallen asleep.
Yes, sir.
And then when you wipe your butt and you get up and try to wash your hands and watch the door, your feet hurt. You be like, oh, my legs.
I was like, it is time to stop. Wow. So after that day, I have not been on TikTok ever since.
Mindful is such a good word, dude. You could make a whole podcast just about mindfulness.
Oh my God.
That is literally it's a life hack in order to have a better life, is just to be mindful.
If my kids don't leave my house with one word that they learn from me, it's going to be mindfulness. Mm-hmm. Because holy shit, they are not. It is crazy. They don't learn it, but holy shit, the shit that I catch them like doing, and it's not like bad things. It's just kind of like I'm literally in the kitchen cooking, and they'll ask me. They'll see me cutting up steak. They'll see me cutting up potatoes. What are we eating today? Be mindful.
I mean, sometimes my dad be doing that, and he don't even be cooking it for the night. I be like, okay, are you about to order out?
If I'm in the kitchen, I'm cooking for whatever it is that when that shit gets done, we eating that.
I don't know. My grandma used to do this thing. She used to because she used to cook her Sunday dinners on Saturday or whatever.
Yeah.
And she would just go ham. She'd be in the kitchen for hours. I'd be like, what are you making that you're sitting here? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on?
Right.
Then tomorrow she everything. Put that bitch in the oven. Put it in the microwave. Go. Here y'all go. Damn. What are we eating Saturday though? It's like.
You don't eat on Saturday.
Find out. That's like, wait a minute. So we not eating anything Saturday? She'll make a pizza. She'll do something. It's like, all right.
That's warranted. But my kids know when I'm in the kitchen cooking, that's what we gonna be eating
today. We eating today. Can I just say, I'm really happy that this podcast is like an hour 30-something minutes long without us getting to the actual points.
Yeah, it is. Oh my gosh.
Holy shit, we didn't even.
I gotta go. It's been real, y'all.
We were supposed to talk about the Sony stuff.
Oh yeah, Sony did the thing. They did the thing. All right, there you go. See you guys.
Right?
Yeah, they did the thing. They showed a couple games or whatever. Yeah, they're not being released right now. But
quick rundown. How we feeling about the games though?
I'm still mad at
I'm
what
getting quite
Shai
a
said.
few.
We keep getting these games announced and then we're nowhere near release dates.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine, of course, but it's just it's so bothersome to be like, yeah, new Wolverine game.
Bro, 2023 is gonna be here before we know it. Like, it's already September, bro. It's already September. In 2 weeks, it'll be October.
The thing is, you have to understand, like, time is very, as adults, time goes by very quickly because we're conscious of it. When we're kids, we don't know. So when they show us something like that, oh my God, it's coming out this time. Oh yeah, it'll be here.
We don't give a damn about time as kids.
No, that's so weird because when I was a kid, time always felt like it was moving slow. So it was just like, holy shit.
We were just conscious of time.
And now that we're like adults, it's like, damn, bro, 2023, that's so long from now.
That's like a week from now.
Yeah,
blink,
that's next weekend, bro.
Yeah, but it'll be here before we know it, though. Well, that's the crazy
we're
thing.
Going on about our life. We're doing things. We're always doing stuff. And you know, what is it? Next month, we'll have Back for Blood. Y'all have been waiting on that game.
Oh my God, I can't wait. Metroid Dread. Oh, I'm so glad.
I forgot about Dread. Dread is next month?
It's next month on the 8th.
Wow, dude.
See, I don't even get Bayonetta. I haven't even gotten a TBA, no nothing.
You got Project Eve now.
I don't give a fuck about that.
That is Bayonetta 3. That is your Bayonetta 3. They doing so much,
bro. They doing so much.
No, it's not. I'm just trying to see homegirl with her hair for clothes and bees for whatever the fuck.
They got that in Project Eve. They didn't show it off, but they got it. They spoke about it in the Chinese.
You can tell which games are getting priority over like the remakes.
I swear,
and the
it's like I understand the second one didn't do all that great, but like you can't show me a teaser and then be like, yeah, so.
But the second one didn't
goes into what I was saying.
Nintendo though, like they put on the Wii U, didn't they?
They really just didn't need to put it.
They
did not need to make it an exclusive deal. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is so.
And you know what's funny is it's not unexclusive now, is it? It's still only on Wii U, or I guess in Switch.
On the
but it's Nintendo exclusive.
Yeah,
that's the problem with Platinum game. Like a lot of games, even if we talk about SMT5, I will stand on that hill. It's not supposed to be.
SMT5 is laggy as fuck.
Yeah, even the trailers. There's so many problems with frame drops.
I've been seeing like actual like direct feed gameplay, and it's like this is supposed to launch in November. 2 or 3 weeks, right? Like 4 or 5 weeks right now. Like, what the fuck's going on?
Bro, it's crazy because I was suggested a video the other day of Breath of the Wild in 4K. In 8K.
Have you seen how good that mug looks?
And I'm like, I thought this game was pretty, but bruh. And it's like, what? Like, I want Nintendo. I love my Switch. The Switch is my favorite console I've ever had. It's garbage when it comes to like high-end games. And if you let me play those games, like I will buy them on the Switch and just like give me like an Xbox Live service that lets me play it on my computer as well. And let me just run it on that hardware because these games can look so good. And SMT5 does. It looks like a laggy mess. It stinks.
Metroid Dread looks amazing though.
Yeah. Well, Dread is in their pocket, right? That's their area. Like 2D side scroller.
Yeah.
And by 2D I mean it is 3D, but 2D.
Platform.
2.5.
Yeah, platformer.
Yeah, 2.5D platformer, that kind of stuff.
And that's their. I mean, even you look at like Odyssey. Odyssey ran perfectly, and it's a beautiful game because that's their wheelhouse, and they definitely put the most time into optimizing their.
The budget was definitely there for Odyssey.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas like SMT5 is not high budget. Obviously, Sword and Shield for some reason is not high budget.
How do you feel about Legends Arceus? Because I was getting slandered about how the game looked, and I was like, let's be honest. I'm like, if you were to compare the game that it's based off of, because the game is based off Breath of the Wild, and the game came out in 2017, our Legends Arceus looks worse than Breath of the Wild. It just does.
Yeah, it's an.
Off that what we got shown off.
Yeah, I don't think you can dispute that in its current state, it looks worse than Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild is a 4-year-old game now, so it doesn't make sense that it looks worse. It stinks because I think the concept of ancient Pokemon world carries it so hard for me that I don't care. Like, I agree that it looks bad and that it's probably going to be a laggy mess, but just the idea, like, Pokeballs were just invented and you're going to go catch Pokemon.
You don't have to catch them all. You have to study them now.
Yeah, that gets me riled. I've never in my life thought about ancient, and like we've had ancient lore in mainline Pokemon games, but I've never thought about actually getting to experience like that side of the Pokemon universe. But as far as how it looks, yeah, it's got ways to go. But same thing, right? Like I can hope that maybe there's a way for me to play Legends Arceus on my computer somehow, completely legit, I'm sure. And I'll play that sucker in 4K and it'll probably be fantastic. It's gonna be the best way to experience it.
Yeah, it will.
I'm willing to deal with the way it looks. I know you love Breath of the Wild, Nick. Shady, you love it too. I don't like Breath of the Wild. I don't dislike it. It's not in my top.
You haven't played Zelda. It in 4K 60 FPS. That's what the problem is.
No. The looks is amazing. It's not the graphics of Breath of the Wild. It's that it's such an open world Zelda game with no actual story. Like there's no story direction. I can go to Ganon whenever I want to. I can go to any of the 4 Guardians whenever I want to.
I mean,
and none of it ties into like it's like typically in a Zelda game, right? Like I go from water dungeon to fire dungeon to whatever, but the stories connect. Like how I got from point A to F, it all connects. And in Breath of the Wild, none of that matters. I do whatever I want. Into the game, cool. Beat Ganon or don't, And so with what they've shown off with
is it too
Legends,
much freedom?
Yeah, it's like because even when the trailer they were showing off the direct or whatever, and they're like, every time you finish something, you come back to the main area, and he's like, all right, go study Lux right now. Okay, come back. Okay, go to the ice place to study Garchomp. Okay, come back. And I'm like, I don't want to be a fetch quest of a game for Pokemon just to go explore this open world. Like, put an actual story in there that has me going from, I don't remember all the towns in Gen 4, but from Floroma Town, right? Old school, what used to be Floroma Town or something like that, and then go all the way to Sunny Shore, what was going to turn into Sunny Shore, and like have stories a part of all of those areas. I don't need gym leaders, but I want there to be a reason for me being there. That's not
besides
studying this Pokemon. Yeah, and then coming right back to the main base. Like,
I think that's completely valid.
Y'all would literally hate me because that wouldn't matter to me. I'd be like, oh, this looks pretty. I'm gonna just buy it.
Yeah, with your turnip taxes man game.
That game's fire.
Why you gonna say that like that, bro?
I completely agree. I agree that I think it's fine to be. My expectation is, especially a Zelda game, right? Like Zelda game, it's very linear. The only non-linear Zelda game is Majora's Mask. Like as far as, and even that, it's still linear. The main story, you can't skip dungeons really. So I can understand being like, I want my Zelda experience. Same thing with a Pokemon game. It just sounds like you want a story. You're playing a game for a story.
Yeah.
And I think that's completely fine. I think anyone who tries to tell you, oh no, but do this, is maybe they don't want a story. Maybe they just want to live in a world, right? So for example, I got suggested just before this podcast, someone playing Skyrim in 8K, because that's obviously everything I'm going to get suggested now on a 3090. And it looks, I'm like, yo, I literally started Googling how much are 3090s. Way too much. So I'm not getting one. But if I can get one at retail, now. I'm literally, the first thing I'm doing is I'm replaying Skyrim in that world. Not because Skyrim is the best game, but just the world looked so pretty that I want to live in it for a little while. So I think it's just the expectation you place on the game. If you want a story, yeah, I honestly don't think Legends Arceus. I think Legends Arceus is going to have about 90 minutes of good story at the end of the game. I think that's what it's going to have, and that's it. It's going to be like playing the beginning of Final Fantasy.
They can't keep getting away with this.
They're going to keep getting away with it because of me. Because of me. I have to buy it to know if I'm sorry. I have to buy it. I'm buying it. It looks cute. I'm buying it.
Yeah, I mean,
at least with Diamond and Pearl, I know what I'm getting into. It's
but the thing about Diamond and Pearl though, I'm actually really happy that they like complaining definitely did make them care about how the game looked.
Well, Game Freak's not working on that one, right?
Yeah, it's just Ilka. So now it's
that's why. I mean, Game Freak.
If it was Game Freak, they wouldn't do it.
Right. Nothing's changing. You're getting the DLC where you're going to get the content you actually wanted from your main purchase, and that's how it's going to be.
Man.
No changes, no whats, buts about it. Shut up.
No new Pokemon either. Sheesh.
Damn, Game Freak really turned into EA.
That's trash.
They just need to add loot boxes and that's it.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
I would hate that.
You said you want
goodness.
this Pokemon. Well, sucks to suck. You're gonna have to throw a bunch of Pokeballs for that.
You need that choice scarf, bro. You better hope you get in a loot box.
You better pull it. You better pull Choice Scarf.
Pull it out.
Our 7th leftovers. You kidding me?
Oh my god,
That would suck.
Yeah.
Okay, but on the positive, maybe they would add some kind of constellation type thing from Genshin or whatever, like how gachas make the item better every time you get a pull. So leftovers is healing for 50%.
Oh my god, that's not a positive. That's busted. That's broken.
It'd be a good thing if there wasn't any competitive in that mug. Then if that's
That'd be so dumb. No, you gotta have competitive, bro. It's a pay to win game.
No,
it's a pay to win Pokemon
Get
game.
out of here.
They already killed Pokemon Unite.
Oh, really?
I mean, just with their system of the way
Pokemon
they
Unite
handle
is
items.
damn near like dying, like low key.
Okay.
I mean, I think that stems from Unite being too simplistic. Like,
I think it stems from word of mouth, really. Because if you look up like Pokemon Unite stuff, I was like, because I did a video on it today. I was like, let me go see what Pokemon Unite like looks like right now, like on the YouTube scape thing, right? And I was like, let me go to incognito. Boom, you see the 2 trailers, and the very first video is the very first Pokemon Unite is pay to win. Pokemon Unite is pay to win. This is crazy. Boom, boom, boom. And these videos have like 1 million views, 500,000 views, 700,000 views. And then you'll see the EA Drive, the discussion videos, the guide videos and shit. And it's like, damn, these videos have 1 million views versus the 40,000, 20,000 views at the bottom. It's like, I think people stop caring when they realize either how bad they were, how much money they in their mind thought they had to make or put into the game, and then it just was like, nah, I'm just not gonna do this. And it's like, damn, the game's actually really fun, but you know,
the game is fun, but you're right. Like, it's the fact that you can call it pay to win, and you can be mostly right. You can argue and say, well, no, if you're good, you can go ahead, but it's definitely pay to advantage for sure. And then you could argue and be mostly right that it's pay to win. So yeah, people probably, I agree, they just turn off because League of Legends, load it up, boom, I'm playing, I'm building. I got to learn my item builds mid-game. The game is complex. You don't have to spend a dime on it to play, and you're on the same exact playing field as someone else.
Yeah, I hate League, but I love that about it.
Yeah, I hate League too.
And you can honestly get skins if you want to for free. You have that option.
Yeah.
If you're a one-trick main.
Unite just should have. I said that whenever I was heavy in the Unite, and I said if they would have made the item build something that you could, like, you see your opponent's team or who they're picking as you're picking your characters, and then once you get into the game, that's when you build your items and you can pick what you want and they grow from there. That would make it so much better because then you don't have that
like how League you can
just like how League does it, right? Because then it gets to a point where now it's not about, okay, well, Blastoise just beats Charizard, just throwing stuff out there, right? So, like, if I'm in the same lane as a Blastoise and I'm playing a Charizard, if he gets one level above me or he just gets the one up, I'm dead every time. So, you know, to flip that, you're like, okay, well, let me just build some items that help me versus specifically Charizard. And now I'm better against this matchup for the items, and then it becomes a player versus player type thing instead of like, yo, I got this level 90 item, you can't win.
They were this close because all they needed to do was make it so that you pick your first item. Wait, and then normally when you pick all 3, and then at those important incremental levels, so like when you evolve, let's say for Charmander, you would get to pick another item. Like you pick an item right there, and like it's just a quick little pop-up that comes up, you navigate to click it, boom, that's your second item. Then when you evolve to Charizard, you pick your third item. And that would give you that opportunity, and it would be less complex because League, you literally have to, you have to build your items, you have to make sure you farm CS well, like there's a lot of ways to fall behind. Whereas that would actually be a really beautiful comeback mechanic because, like you said, Blastoise could be a level ahead, but he locked up all of his items, so you get to see what all of his items are, and now you can choose a counter item that helps you combat him because you're a level behind. So it lets you feel like, okay, wait, I know I'm behind, but if I get to the next level, I know this next item is going to make a big impact in the next team fight. So they were really close. They were like they almost had the perfect simple yet rock paper scissors game existing, which really is what Pokemon should have been.
Yeah, I just find it funny because a lot of people will be like, oh my God, these people suck. They don't know how to play a MOBA. And I'm just like, yeah, it's a bunch of little kids that never played a MOBA before. What do you think?
They're not all kids. They're not all kids.
Grown ass men, but I'm going to just call them kids.
But literally, I mean, anyone that's in the Pokemon community, I will bet 95% this is their first MOBA. Straight up.
Yep.
Like,
they don't play games.
100%. They don't play games because you know why? Because Pokemon or death. You betray us if you play anything else. You can't load up League or
Smite. Like, yo, you want to try out League of Legends to teach you how to? No. No, I don't. It's not Pokemon. No.
Oh
don't ever.
God, man.
Y'all are some cutthroats. I don't know. You'll never catch me. Never in there. Oh, freak no. Talking about some, we all got our cult hoods on. It's either your Pokemon or die.
Did you bring your Pikachu tail to the meeting? No, get out. Like,
see, like, or are you wearing your Umbreon onesie? No. Yeah, get the hell
you gotta
out.
go.
Like, it just won't be me.
Outside of your house, you're playing Mario Kart with the family. It's a family gathering. Is he playing not Pokemon? Pitchforks come out of nowhere. There's a fire and torches.
Could you imagine a society where if they found out you're playing a whole different game and you got to snitch and then the coppers are on their way to your house? Like, damn, that's crazy. We got to send you to jail. You're not playing Pokemon.
I'm not going to lie. When my brother started playing PUBG, I was quite racist. My brother had gotten me into Call of Duty, right? So
PUBG is a racist territory, but continue with your story.
Nah, man, like this was along the time of what was out. It was Ghost was like nobody played Ghost, so I could see where he had gotten his interest to play like the battle royale type game. So he had like completely switched over to like PUBG or what was out at the time. Was when Ghost was out, PUBG wasn't out, was it? I don't remember. But anyway,
I only played Pokemon, so go on.
But no, but then Advanced Warfare came out and that was pretty nice. It was pretty dope. And then we all started shifting back, but he kind of stayed over. And I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Get over here.
You were mad at him.
And you just turned the racist on. You were just like,
I was like,
well,
are you serious right now?
Crazy.
But no, speaking of my brother, he's always been an Xbox head, but he saw the trailer for Wolverine and Spider-Man, and he's like, I'm getting it.
Dude, no, listen. I was always a Wolverine guy growing up as like a kid. And it was like when I saw that, I literally was just sitting here like,
yo, Wolverine for the short dude.
Insomniac is gonna do this right.
Yo, you can't call him short. You can't call. He'll cut you up.
What does that mean?
I say it from a distance, and he gonna hear me. You're short. What you gonna do? Climb up here?
He gonna slice your mouth wide open before you even get the last
right
little
up in the sky.
Wolverine is one of my favorite.
What he gonna do? Absolutely nothing.
So
Marvel characters. He's raw.
You know what's funny is that X-23 is taller than him now. But continue.
That is true.
Yeah, his daughter's taller than him now. That's funny.
So. Wow.
You're funny looking.
You're a nerd.
All right. You know what, Mikey?
His
See me
daughter is
outside,
taller
bro.
than him.
See me outside.
Y'all the same height. Y'all the same height.
We are not the same height.
I think Mikey's actually like an inch taller than me.
I'm definitely taller than Yoku.
By an inch, yeah. I think he's by an inch.
Definitely taller than me.
I got to take my.
If I get my flat top back though, it's a wrap for you, Bucko. That flat top adds some height, man.
You just won't.
Yo,
flat top adds some height. It's a wrap for you.
Anyway,
that means literally nothing.
Anyway, I think that's all of our topics for today. How y'all? Yo, this is a fire episode. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me, guys. Thank you for having me.
This was fire. Well, everybody, that's gonna be it for us. Make sure you go check out Shady. Say just promote.
Yeah, you can find me on YouTube. You can find me ShadyPenguinn.com. All my videos will be there. You find me on Twitch right now, but only for a little while longer, maybe, hypothetically. So just make sure you follow me at ShadyPenguinn.com. Follow me on Twitter. That'll be it. Thanks for having me, guys. Seriously, it was a blast. I really enjoyed this.
This was fire.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I had a
really
great
good
time.
catching up with you, Shady. Like,
yeah, for sure.
And it was
nice meeting you.
You know.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you guys too.
Not at that. I mean, make sure you rate the podcast 5 stars, heart the podcast, whatever rating is on whatever streaming platform you have us on. Make sure to go ahead and do that. It was an amazing week. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully you guys have an amazing week. Hopefully the viewers, listeners have an amazing week. Good graces, everybody. Bye.
peace.
Bye.
Peace.